Now, why exactly June is the month of LGBT pride? Because of the Stonewall riots in New York on June of 1969, and in those times, LGBT people didn't have enough rights and were not acknowledged as equals because of what they were. However, one man in San Francisco made all the difference in the 1970s. His name was Harvey Milk. After Milk, things started to change. But still, the LGBT community was being discriminated against, as there have been youths who were bullied for being what they were, leading to self-harm and suicide. And others were fired from their teaching jobs and other jobs after revealing themselves as gay, lesbian, bisexual, or trans, fearing that they would do something nasty to kids and other people, which is not true. Also, it is to remember those who were victims of suicide and hate crimes against their own community. The worst known type of hate crimes against LGBTQ people were cases such as the Brandon Tina case, the Matthew Shepard case, Rebecca White and Claudia Brenner, and so many tragic cases. Some religious people will condemn LGBTQ because of what is said in the Bible in passages such as Leviticus 20:13, mainly religious groups like the Westboro Baptist Church. The AIDS pandemic put the LGBTQ community in a very bad position because people thought they were responsible for it. Now, blaming demographics over a virus is worse than the virus itself. It's called ignorance and hatred due to lack of being educated about the virus. And it's very relevant in this day and age. Hating people for what they are is inhuman and sad. LGBTQ people are people, and if you do not think that they are, then you are part of the problem. These people are not asking for special treatment or seeking power and control over straights and other people. All they ask for is equality, to be seen, loved, listened to, and respected as human beings. Years passed and LGBT were getting the same rights as heterosexuals, women, and minorities. And there were more progressive steps such as earning the right to marry and adopt children. Even in entertainment, there were LGBT themes in movies, shows, and sitcoms such as Friends, Seinfeld, Will and Grace, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, The Arrowverse, The 100, and even video games and comics started having them. Of course, there were so many people against them getting married, and even extreme discrimination against them promoted by a church we should call a cult. You all know which group that is. In 2015, they succeeded in legalizing the right to marry nationwide, and that's great. And the struggle for their recognition to be equals still continues up until this day, not just in America, but also in various other countries of our world. Now, I must confess that there was a time I was not very friendly towards LGBTQ people. I was against gay marriage, which got me into an argument with a lesbian coworker, as I've said many times. After that experience, I took the time to think about it and learned that they're all the same as everybody else. We're humans. He who is without sin, let him cast the first stone. That's the gist of it. I'm a non-denominational myself, and I say, they are God's kids too. Over time, I have learned to be open-minded and more friendly towards them, and I have family members who are part of that community. Let us begin with video games.